Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we are going to give you a year ahead tarot card reading, and it's going to be focused on what I see coming for you for the new 2018 year. Your name and info will be confidential. I will only focus on what I see coming your way. So I'm going to start off by saging the cards and clearing out the energy really quickly since I just finished a reading. So let's do a quick little prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. I ask spirit guides and angels of the person I'm focused on to reveal to her now what she needs to know in this present time. I ask spirit guides of mine to help me interpret the information to her in the best of my abilities, and that the information that comes through may come through as accurate, specific, and detailed as possible. I am now open to spirit, so any messages from spirit I'm open to receive. Anything of negative vibration, negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as I ask to receive information from God's purest intention, God's white light. Thank you. Anything left behind, any baggage from the last reading, I ask that it is cleared out now, as I am beginning a new reading. Thank you. So this is kind of like a 7-card quick spread. If I feel drawn to pull out more cards, I will do so, hon. In the end, I will pull out one oracle card too to end your reading. Oh, you're getting really positive cards here. Alright, so as I'm tuning into your energy, the first card focuses on what to expect in the new year. Alright, so what I see here, the Knight of Pentacles represents a card of foundation, stability, routine. The fact that it's reversed, it is saying to me during the new year, money-wise, it won't be bad, but there will be the sense of trying to create a foundation, a routine with money, and it's going to be a little bit difficult. I don't feel like it'll always be good, and I don't feel like it's just going to be bad. So it's a kind of thing where you're going to be building on stability. You're going to be creating stability. You're going to be creating a foundation. You're going to be creating a routine. So this card's actually very positive because it focuses on the idea of you manifesting the concept of a foundation, stability, money. You're going to be growing very much next year, money-wise, and stability-wise, and foundation-wise, in the sense of being secure. So this is a very positive card. So you're gonna bring yourself from being down and to bringing yourself to being up. So you're gonna build on that. You're gonna grow with that. The concept of creating stability. Okay, so this is something to expect in the new year. So this next card represents something else to expect during the new year. This focuses on the concept of something coming fast. Okay, so like when something comes fast to you, like if you get a job, or if you get a new car, or you're waiting on the approval of something, and then you get the results fast. So this is something to expect in a new year. But the fact that this is what I'm picking up from it. it's saying what you're wanting to come fast is not, possibly it won't come fast to you. There will be a possibility where there will be a delay, but if you continue to hold that intention, or to continue to set that focus, it will happen. Because this card's focusing on you wanting to make something happen fast, especially career-wise, money-wise. It could be that project that you've been talking about, that transaction or whatever it is, because that's what I'm feeling like I'm picking up with that. Um, the fact that it's saying that you're wanting to make it happen fast, there is a strong possibility it will happen fast, but don't keep your hopes up, they're saying. But what's interesting is I do feel like maybe it will happen fast, because the fact that the stability card came right next to the fast target card, it can go both ways. It's just saying to not get your hopes up, but I'm seeing a lot of positive cards, so for me it is saying that it'll probably come fast to you, it'll probably happen. Because right after, see, it makes sense now, right after you get the positive card where emotionally you're going to feel good. So I'm feeling a yes, this transaction, or whatever it is, it's going to happen fast. It's going to eventually, the results are going to come in, everything's going to be unfolded next year. I just feel like your guides are saying, um, don't let yourself down. If, like, don't have your expectations so high. Like, try to stay balanced at the same time, just in case anything happens. But for now, vibrationally, I do see it resulting into a good result. You're going to be emotionally feeling good, and something fast is going to happen. So it's going to come fast, it's going to unfold fast, there's going to be a fast result in the new year. Okay. And to keep your eye on the target, keep your focus and intention, because let's say if it does go bad at some point, your focus and intention can make it get better again. So you got to just keep your focus and intention, your guides are saying. Okay. Next card, I see you having a lot of friends next year. I see you making a lot of connections, networking. I see you creating a lot of relationships next year, networking and making friends and meeting new people in your work. I just see a lot of connections, and good, positive connections that's going to help you grow with stability and grow as a person. Okay. So I do see here you've gone through a lot of challenges and a lot of, obviously, trials, but it's saying that you're such a strong fighter that you're not going to, like, give up, which is a good thing, because again, I see a lot of positive things happening this new year for you. The next card I have, which is, this is actually, this is a very pretty card. This focuses on the concept of being stuck in the past, but, finding those memories where they feel really good. They can be bad, but they could be good. Most of the times, this card means something good, in the sense that you go back to those old memories where you feel good, you feel like a child again, or those memories of where you used to be happy. This card's saying sometimes don't go always back to the past to trigger those memories, because then you're being stuck in the past. Your guides want you to just keep moving forward like you've been doing. Keep going forward, keep planning, keep moving ahead, because all looks like it's going well, okay? So this is just, it's kind of like a nice feeling good card, but it's only a nice feeling good card for a little bit, because they don't want you to be stuck in the past, in those memories of when you did feel happy, when you did feel good, etc. And then I also see something happening, like a loss, an emotional loss next year. I don't know if it'll be the relationship you're in with this person, the one from, I can't say where it's from, where he's from, but you know who I'm talking about. It could possibly mean there's a loss with that. Maybe you guys will break up, or there's just something emotional that I feel like, there's gonna be a loss with it. Okay, so either you guys will break up, or it will start fading, or there's just something to that. So there's some form of loss you're gonna go through next year that your cards are kind of preparing you for. I don't feel like it's a loss with your work. It's more of an emotional thing. So I don't know if it's like the breakup, like I said, or a family thing, or whatever it is, but there's some form of loss, going through a loss of losing something. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pull out 3 more cards here, and then 1 oracle card deck in the end. Yeah, so you got the Queen of Wands, which is a very powerful person, in the sense of you continue to stay goal orientated. Everything looks like it's gonna work out, okay? And don't let other people tell you what to do. Like if you feel like don't think about what other people think. You guys are telling me, because I feel like through this whole process with work, or through this whole process with all these things going on, sometimes people will tell you different opinions or different options, or whatever it is. You go what you feel, and go with your own gut, and stay strict with it, and take charge with it in your own way. Okay, that's what your guides are saying. And don't let anybody, don't think about what other people think about you. Okay, that's very much something your guides want you to know. Okay, so I'm going to pull out 1 card now out of the oracle card deck, and then I will end your reading, hun. Please keep in mind everything I said with that you're going to be building on stability next year. I see money, like you're going to be building on foundation stability. So you're going to be starting from the down up. And then I see here, like I said again, I feel now it's telling me it's going to happen quick. But your guides are telling me do not have your hopes up. Be in a balanced state where if anything happens, you still put your intentions and focus out into the universe to make it get better, okay? So I do see it happening fast. It is showing me it will unfold in the way you want it to. And there's a goodness to it because they're showing me a good, happy, emotional card. So that's a good thing. For me, that means you're going to be happy about it, okay? And then please keep in mind the loss that I said. I do see a form of an emotional loss, so like a breakup, or possibly be you guys will fade away in the sense of not talking as much, or it could be some loss in like the family emotionally or whatever it is. But keep all these things in mind. Helpful guidance, like I said again, the whole thing with being stuck in the past. I know those memories could be good, the good ones, that when you used to be happy, but don't be stuck there, because that will keep you stuck there. You got to keep going forward, okay? So I'm going to pull out a card now from the Animal Spirit Guide deck for you, hun. Okay, so this is interesting. So this card says it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish the over-dependency on others. So I'm going to read off the guidebook for this. Where's the guidebook? Oh. Alright, so the cat says it's easy to slip into a comfortable dependency with anything or anyone, from simple dependencies that can be healthy or restorative, such as daily exercise, to destructive and hardcore dependencies such as addiction. You may find yourself too tally hooked on another person that you lose yourself, always turning to that individual to either make decisions for you or to validate your own. This can apply to organizations and institutions as well. Those dependencies that you're most familiar with are most likely born out of habit rather than conscious choice. To make truly autonomous decisions, don't get caught up in the polarities of being dependent or independent. Instead, make those choices from a place where you maintain your own authority and power, and accept 100% responsibility for those choices and those consequences. Wow. Now is the time to review the people and things upon which you excessively and habitually dependent. Step back from them, identify the areas where you need to make some adjustments, and act accordingly. Practice setting boundaries, asking for what you want, and making decisions based on your own internal authority and autonomy. Independence, curiosity, adventurousness, intuition. So this is really beautiful. Your guides are kind of saying for the overall year theme, make it a year where you go by your own rules, you go by your own choices, and then also at the same time take 100% responsibility for those choices and those consequences that you went through. and also practice setting boundaries, asking for what you want with the universe and in your reality as well, and making decisions based upon your own internal authority. So it's kind of like sticking to your own gut, which is interesting because one of the cards I told you is don't think about what others think. You go your own way and you go with what you feel. Okay? And with these adjustments and things like that will help you tremendously. Anybody that you depend on or whatever, or even people that are not so good for you or that can be toxic, your guides are saying reevaluate too, and like allow yourself to bring in the concept of knowing what's healthy for you and what's not as well. But I feel like this card is more focusing on you sticking with what you know and you just making your own choices and you having your own power and taking charge of what you need to do. So, with this project or with this transaction, if you feel like things need to be set in a certain way, or you feel like this isn't happening correctly, or whatever it is, you go with what you feel and you do what you want, your guides are saying, and don't let the concept of others, of what others are thinking of you, affect that. Okay, and I feel like this is extremely helpful tip for you for the new year as I see that form of growing with stability and growing with foundation happening, making connections, meeting new people, like I said, meeting a lot of friends. So it's going to be a good year. I feel like it's going to be a very much year of passion and adventures and just like growing a lot. You're going to be growing a lot next year. So I'm going to leave you with that, hon. I very much hope you enjoyed this mini reading. It was a pleasure. And I send you lots of love from the heavens above. And happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and let me know anything. I'm here, okay? I love you. Bye.